Hey, you guys. So let's take a look and see what message Spirit has for you at this time. All right. Immediately, I get that you are leaving a manipulative, controlling energy behind, and you're headed towards success. So it's like this person might have been the only thing that was stopping you from moving toward everything that you wanted for yourself. It may have taken you a long time. You really may have sat in this hangman energy for a while. You sat in this energy for a while, and you're just like, what should I do? Because you were not necessarily used to, this person may have made themselves really seem really important to you. You may have felt that, you could not either live without them, or you could not move forward in a successful understanding without them. And maybe you really, really were afraid to think about, what would come in leaving them behind. You were like, how could I be successful? How could I have everything, that I want without this person? Maybe they had some type of control over you, whether it be money, whether it be connections, maybe you could feel that, you met this person, or this person is a family member. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. It could be a family member. Maybe you felt like they were all the family you had, and they had been there to support you in some sense. But whatever the case may be, you were in this hangman energy for a long, long time about what you should do. You knew that this person's energy was in some way not emotionally balanced for you, but you felt so strongly connected, like you had to be in this environment with them. You no longer feel that way. You are ready to step into a new understanding. You feel more hopeful or confident pertaining to being successful for yourself, and you are ready to stand your ground, or already are, and this person trying to give you a lot of naysaying or negative thoughts pertaining to this. You're really, really pushing that type of stuff out. You're not going to allow them to control you anymore. So you should be really proud of yourself. This was not easy. Again, this person may have made themselves seem really important in your life, and you may in some sense have felt that, it would not be easy to be successful without them, or they would not easily let you be, but you are moving forward regardless of that. This person is going to try to come back in. I get two things here. They're going to try to come back in. They're going to try to come in a sense of apology. But I also get that, they may be hoping that you're going to fail. They may be not just hoping, they may have said something like that to you. That, and this is something that actually helped you really, really feel even more encouraged. Because yes, maybe you in the past have felt like, I don't know how I'm going to really move forward when this person has so much control over me. But when they said these words to you themselves, when they spoke this to you out of their mouth, that made you feel even more willing to do what was necessary, even if you felt like, you didn't know exactly how it was going to get done. You didn't know exactly how you were going to step into everything that you wanted. But that's something that spurred you on. Yeah. But they're going to come in. They're going to see that your energy, at the end of the day, more than they realize, or more than I don't get that it's more than they realize. It's more the understanding that more than they wanted to let you know, your energy supported them too. Your energy made them feel some sense of balance or structured. And they're going to feel the burden of not having your energy around them. They really are. They're going to feel the burden of that. So they may be trying to come back in and make some new offer to you, but I really don't get that you're here for it at all. Yeah, you want to be far, far away from this understanding. I get a sense of you've grieved this understanding a long time ago, and in some sense there is also a regretful understanding that you wasted so long in it. Yeah, this grief, I don't even really get what grief is about. It's not about the connection with this person. It's more the grief of the time that you lost and being a part of this understanding when you knew that this was not emotionally fulfilling for you, and that it would never be fulfilling in the way you needed it to be. You've grieved that, and now you're ready to turn around and head towards your other understanding, your more emotionally fulfilling understanding, because this situation was over a long time ago. whether it's a relationship or related to family, whatever the case may be, friends. This situation was over a long time ago. Yeah. So you're really distancing yourself from it. Let me see. Anything else? Yep. Not giving anything else to this understanding. Yeah, I think that what Spirit wants you to know, if you did not realize it, you made this person so important in your life. You made it like they gave you so much, but you were giving to them too. You were there for them. You put up with a lot of stuff from them. You supported them. Some of you, it feels like maybe you even supported them through an illness or through depression or through certain things. And, it's like Spirit doesn't want you to discount who you were to this environment. You weren't just like some lump on a log doing nothing. You gave to this connection in the ways that you could, so don't discount your energy. Your energy is important. You may feel like, there was nothing significant that you brought to the table, but yes, you did. You brought something to this understanding, and they know that, and they have not given you the appreciation and recognition of that. And that they didn't do that for a reason, because if they gave you recognition for it, then you would be made more aware of it. You would have possibly stood in more confidence, and maybe in some sense you would have left this environment sooner. So that's what Spirit wants you to know. You gave a lot to this environment, and you are no longer giving to it. Your energy is important. Your presence is important. Your presence is enough. Your presence is enough. And you were giving a lot. You helped them stand up in a way that they will never let you know. They'll never give it to you. They'll never let you know that you did that, but you did. And now it's time for you to move on. Move on to a better understanding for yourself. And I want you to understand, if you think that because this person was able to provide more in a physical understanding, that means that they were more than you, you are wrong. Energy, emotional understanding, the energetic understanding is just as important. Both of those things are equally important. So do not think just because maybe you didn't have as much physically to offer that it made you less than them. Because material things are important, yes, but they're not all that's important. Emotional understanding, emotional energy, spiritual understandings of energy are important as well in that sense. And you gave a lot of that. You gave so much emotional support to this person. And I really don't get that they gave back in that. They may have given the physical understandings and other stuff, but they did not give you the same amount of emotional support. They really just did not. Yeah. So that's what I have here. I hope this message resonates. And if it didn't, I hope you find what does.